Hi, welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, so I was asking you about the capacity. Do you feel that the educational system is doing justice in that way? Like some students, most of the students, they have got cravings to find out more. But sometimes we fill them with other things, or sometimes the child is not able to take that much. The retention power becomes less. Why do people face such problems, especially children? We don't feed them according to their capacity, or we feed them according to their capacity. What would you go with?
This question is unanswered in my mind as well because I observed few students are extraordinary, few students
Yeah.
are average, and some are slow learners. I'll
Mm.
not call them duffer or dull, but slow learners. They
Yes.
learn in their own way.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
it's injustice with the extraordinary students because teacher is teaching in the class. Same topic teacher teach to all the students, and the
Yes.
students who are extraordinary or a clever student, they complete their work very soon and they sit and they bother other students. Means
Yeah.
we need to channelize their energy and how they spend their energy by bothering other students. Average
Mhm.
students, they are still working, and slow learners, they are struggling. I've seen that kind of scenario in class. So I think
Yeah.
it's injustice with all the category of students.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderfully put. You have used a lot of very good words. I can see the development in you. It's like, a little bit of grammatical errors were there initially. I don't know if you're feeling the same thing because I go to your previous videos also. So now grammatical errors are reducing. We cannot eliminate because we are not native speakers, but still good. So the next topic for now. Any doubts so far before I go to
No,
the next topic? No.
no, no.
Okay. Astrology. Okay. So now I've got two idioms and I'm going to connect it with that. Written in stars, the first one. The second one is the stars align. Okay. Like, for example, you know the meaning. Like, it was written in my stars to become an admin of the school. And when I became an admin of the school, the stars aligned, and now I'm very good at it. Okay. So sometimes when conditions are favorable, you say the stars have aligned.
Yes.
Right. When you say, okay, it was written, it was my destiny. So anything that you could talk about using both the idioms, written in the
Okay.
stars and the stars align.
I'd love to talk about my experience. You may call it superstitious or whatever, but it's
Okay.
true.
Okay,
One
we
day,
have
me
got
and
that
my
word
friends,
also
we
here.
all,
Superstition. Wonderful. We have got the word
uh,
also. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So me and my other 4 5 friends, we were gossiping on a place. Some person came, person came, and I think he was needy person. He was asking for 10 rupees, and
Mm-hmm.
I had money in my hand since my childhood, so I'm blessed with money. So my other students, they were like, no, we don't need, and he was telling us that I'll tell your future. Nobody was interested, but I realized that he's a needy person, so I asked them, take this 10 rupees. I was not expecting that he would tell me something. At that time he told me few things, and with that he told me that you will do something big in education field. So I was laughing at him because I had never dreamt about it. The means that time my situation was not very good. I was struggling in life. So many problems were there, and it was very difficult for me to imagine anything. And he told me that kind of thing, so I took it easily. And after, I think, after he met me, I think 1.5 year after, I started my own school. And
Wow. Okay. Okay.
then I always, it was clicking in my mind. I didn't ask his mobile number as well because I was not serious about him. And after 6 to 7 years, he came to my school.
Oh, to study or to work.
No, just he was asking money and he was telling the future of other people.
Okay. Did you meet him then?
Yes, I asked him to come into my office. Uh,
Okay.
I gave him some tea and all those things. I took his number. I talked with him, and again he told me so many things, which even today I cannot imagine that I can do in my life.
Okay.
So after
Great.
some
Great.
days, I got the message that he has passed away.
Oh.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's
Oh
my
my God.
experience. It's my experience. I don't know. I was not. I mean, I was not a person who believe in all those things. No,
Okay.
never. But he made me to believe. I don't know what was
Oh.
that. But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it's my experience. So I don't know. It was written in my destiny. He read something, or don't know.
Okay. So using these two idioms in your situation, I'll just try. The stars aligned in your life after you met this boy, and it was written in your stars to meet him
Yes,
once you started your new school. So both you could use. So when your stars did not align, you met him. But then later, when it aligned and when you prospered, you met him. And then it
yes,
was written in your stars as well that you should meet him again for a second time.
yeah. I remember
So
one thing. He had told me that. You will construct multiple buildings of your school. You will purchase so many vehicles, and so many things you would do in your life. And I was pagal hai ye.
okay, that's good. So I can give you this. You must have thought it's nonsense when you listened to him for the first time, or you would have ridiculed him. Ridiculed is
Ridiculous.
laughing, like
Yes,
it's not true, or you're making fun and laughing. No, it's not possible. Ridiculing at him.
yes.
Okay, so we have got both the words. Okay, the next word is
Intuition.
intuition. So
I'm good at it.
yes, yes, go on.
If suppose something is about to happen, sometime I feel like
Okay.
someone is about to come, or
Okay.
something is going to happen, or if I have some work office, especially my office, important office work. If I decided I'll go, I get that intuition that no, it's not going to work today, or
Mhm.
I should go today. It will be means done very well.
Okay.
I'll so that kind of intuitions, and many of the time uh, it become true.
Okay, okay. So many of the times it has
Mhm.
become true.
Has become
It
true.
has become true. And you said about your friends, you were telling me that you were gossiping on a place at a place. It's actually
Okay,
at a place.
at
Okay.
a place.
Small errors only. Okay. So this intuition or inner call, inner feeling that you have, the inner voice that you hear, some people call it spiritual or some people say it's my own. Some people don't listen to it, and some people I've heard, they even I have got that feeling sometimes when I go for something, it's not going to work or it will work or this is going to happen, but some people don't listen to it. Have you ever had an experience where you did not listen to it, or do you always listen to it when you have this inner voice, strong inner
Sometimes,
voice?
sometimes it happen. I do not listen to it. Some online. I'm in a WhatsApp group. It's
Okay.
a group of a lady who sell online things, and
Okay.
I think 4 5 tops were there, and I loved it. So I selected, and I made payment as well. So I was sleeping, and I woke up, and don't know why, but a thought came in my mind that I should not order that much. One or two I should less. And the imagination of that picture of that dress was in my mind that I should not purchase those dress. And
Oh,
when those dress arrived, one was not of my size and one was not of same color. So I had to return it.
okay, so not imagination, an image or
An image
visualization.
of that dress.
Yeah, an image or the visualized part of the dress. Okay, so that is wonderful. You could have listened to it. Okay, so it was not made for you, or it was not your cup of tea there. Okay.
Yes,
The next one is
realistic.
realistic, and one more word is there, plausible.
Plausible. It's new word for me.
Yeah, Realistic, plausible is something which is authentic or something that is going to work out for you.
Okay.
That is plausible. If you tell it is not plausible for me, or this person or this situation is not plausible.
Okay.
Okay. Then coming to the next one,
Eclipse.
eclipse and
Predict.
predict. So there are a lot of associations and attributions when it comes to eclipse. People have, especially in India. So have you come across anything like that when you have this Surya Grahan, Chandra Grahan, and all that eclipse? We don't know that it's superstitious beliefs, but people have got a lot of stories associated with it, or people say, don't go out, don't do that, don't do this. The sun is swallowing, or the moon is swallowing, all these things. So anything interesting that you have heard?
I never obeyed any instruction, that kind of instruction or anything, and it's not in my family as well.
Okay. Okay. So that's it. Okay, fine. So that is about astrology. Any doubt? I think we have covered a lot of words today. Just read this word. Try reading it.
Psychic.
Psychic is related to the mind.
Yes.
Okay. Anything psychic is related to the mind. Sometimes we use this word to say the mental balance is not correct. Psycho, psychic. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we still have got a couple of minutes. So any doubts you can clarify now before I go to the activity.
No, I don't have any doubt. I want to ask a question. Your videos
Yeah.
I'm uploading on YouTube, I have given title "Learn by Fun," and below I have written activity-based learning part 1, part 2, part 3. Tomorrow I'm going to upload part 4. So can you give
Okay.
me any good title instead of that, or "Learn by Fun"? Is it okay?
Learn by fun, active learning, or English with fun, language with fun,
Okay.
something like that you could give. And you could also tag Clapingo and tag me, Rini Rose. Tag Clapingo, and because people will find your videos. Like you
How
put
to
the
tag clapping? I
tag,
just made.
put the hash
Uh-huh.
sign, and then
Okay.
you write Clapingo. Then hash sign, you could put Clapingo conversation. Then
Okay.
hash sign, tutor Rini Rose, or just put Rini Rose. So
Okay.
people will be able to find you as a Clapingo learner, and also me also, because my some of the videos are there on YouTube. Recently, I discovered there are a couple of
Okay.
videos, so people will be able to find locate your channel as well.
Okay. I
Yeah,
don't know about it, but I'll do now.
yeah. So hash, when you put hash, you're tagging. So when people just type, suppose a new person is typing Clapingo, so your channel will also be suggested by YouTube.
Okay.
Yes, so that's how it works.
Okay.
So shall we go to the activity?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I don't know if I've done this with you. This is,
No.
assume that this is a chocolate bar, choco bar.
Yes.
Okay. This is a choco bar, and you've just got one in your hand. Okay. Now you're going to go back 20 years back. Go back to your childhood. Just go back to your childhood.
Sorry, you'll have to repeat because voice was breaking.
Okay. 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 I'll repeat it again. No problem. So you have got this choco bar in your hand.
Yes.
You're going back to your childhood. All right. And usually your mother or father will not allow you to purchase choco bar from a street vendor because
Okay.
it's not manufactured in the proper way, the water and all that. But one afternoon, it was very sunny. You were standing outside your gate and you asked your mother permission because you saw ice cream vendor going from, across your street. Your mother said, okay, this is the first and the last one. Take 20 rupees from my bag or 5 rupees from my bag, go get it. Okay, so you were so excited. You run and you get the choco bar in your hand, and suddenly your cousin lands there. Your cousin. Okay, you haven't met this cousin for maybe 5 to 6 years. She's your first cousin, maybe mother, sister's child, or something like that. And you've got this choco bar, you hide it behind you. Okay. And then your mother comes out and says, you can share the choco bar with her. You're meeting her after a long time, or give it to her. I'll get another one for you. You know at the back of your mind that your mother will not get it for you. but still in front of them she says, no, give it to her, I will get it for you. How will you respond to this situation? You're a very small
If
girl,
I'm
maybe in grade 5 or 4. Yeah.
maybe if I know that my mother will not get another for me, I'll share. I'll I'll not give whole chocobar.
Okay. So you'll give half of it to the cousin.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what are some of the thoughts that flashes your mind? Just elaborate on it. See, your cousin has landed. You're standing in front. You've just paid the street vendor. You have your delicious chocobar in your hand. Some of the thoughts that cross your mind.
First thing, I'll be happy to see her that she came after a long time, but she came on a wrong time.
She came at the wrong time. At the wrong time. Yeah.
At the wrong time.
Okay.
Maybe she could come little bit early or
Late.
after.
Okay. Once the chocobar has melted in your mouth, only the stick
Yes.
is remaining. Okay. Fine. Okay. Now, coming to the next one, I'll show you another one. Okay, now these are very important to go to the next level. Okay, next level of your conversation. Now, these are called transitional words.
Yes.
Transitional
Linking
words.
words.
Yes, you need to refer this for the next class because these are like mostly, however, although the usage of these words are very important. So earlier I did an activity where I used but, then, and all that. Now,
Yes.
in one of the upcoming classes, I'll be using this cube with you where you're going to make a
Okay.
story. Okay. So
Okay.
what you should do today is the first thing is to read on transitional words and usage. Okay.
Okay.
Active voice, passive voice, how it is used. Okay. What are some of the good, like, when it comes to conversation and blogging also people use transitional words. It has become a trend.
And I think I have heard in a video that few transitional words we use in spoken, but few of them we don't use in written, or
While writing.
few of
While
them
writing. Yeah.
written in English, and a few of them we use in writing English, but not in spoken English.
Yes. There are rules associated, but these days things are changing again and again. Like I'm also writing on blogs for a particular group. There they say to use a few words or they give a list, but those words cannot be used in a magazine. So it actually changes as per the requirements and as per the publishing groups or whatever you're working for. So sometimes it is customized, sometimes it is requirement.
Okay.
Of course,
I have
language,
heard
yeah,
about that. Nevertheless, we should not use in
nevertheless.
spoken, but we can use in written language. But I have heard in a video that Swami Mukudanand, he always use nevertheless.
Yeah, actually, we use nevertheless. The only thing is, I think we use it more in writing. It's not that you shouldn't use it. Of course, writing, the language that you use for writing is totally different from the spoken language. It should be different. But it's used more in writing. It's not that you shouldn't use. I wouldn't agree to that because I have heard a lot of people saying nevertheless, nevertheless. Maybe the usage is less when
How
you're not familiar
difficult
with it.
they make English. Already, English is a foreign language. It's difficult for us because around 26 letters, whole English revolve. Another
Yes.
thing, British accent, American accent, Canadian accent, Australian accent, so many accents are there. Again, their spelling rules are a little bit different, and silent letters, and again written English is different and spoken English is different, means it's attachar.
Yes, for a learner who begins to learn English, it is difficult because I can tell with some authority because I'm into the writing world. And as you said, it's different. Not only the spelling rules, even grammar rules, you cannot study one rule and say this is going to be applicable everywhere. No, it's a very complex language, and that complexity makes it very famous and beautiful. That is what I feel with English. And I feel everything should happen when you are learning. Like, that is why they ask you to read, listen, speak, and also write at the same time. So, when you do everything together, Like these rules are coming now, that you shouldn't use that when you're speaking. And these days, we have got a lot of people making content also. But earlier, when we studied or when you had the previous form of quality education, we were not taught these things. But how do you know that this is right and this is not right? Because you had the habit of reading, you had the habit of speaking more. These days, speaking is less. It's most of swiping and touching and scrolling and all. That is the communication. So we need
Yes,
to tell, like how you tell a computer, you need to tell a zombie or a child. Child is almost very mechanical, that this is correct, this is wrong. But to form rules in English, I think it'll be very much. It'll be too much, and people will lose that interest also. It should develop slowly with all these activities. Otherwise, it will not work. And
yes.
accent is actually a choice. Pronunciation is not a choice, but accent, when it comes to accent, for me to speak with an accent is my choice, but I should have the right pronunciation. That is
Yeah,
how you enunciate a word.
when
Yeah.
it comes to accent, I chose neutral accent.
Yes, yes. Because that is a part of culture. Even we can speak in British or a Canadian accent. Nobody will tell you don't do it.
But
That
it's
is their
like
culture.
something is not natural. Artificially, we are doing
Yes,
something.
yes, yes. When it sounds artificial, you should stop, because some people do it consciously. Like I
Yes.
have seen people when they come in public gatherings, in to pronounce a word after, after, they say after. Only
No.
that one word will have the accent. The other words will be pronounced normal. So it is so funny. It is like faking. And when they use after, they say after, but the other words are normal. So when
Yeah.
it is artificial, don't go for it. And we usually don't tell people because they'll feel bad.
Yes, I agree with you.
Some are natural and we enjoy it, but those that are not natural, we don't enjoy. That's it.
Yes,
Mm.
yes. In my case, I was an average student. My English grammar was okay, not very good, but okay. Till my 12th standard. During graduation and all that, I didn't focus on my grammar. When I start, when I started my school, always I was thinking that I'll work on my communication skill. I'll work on my writing skills, but I couldn't due to many things, and it's again a matter of passion, interest, or whatever. And during lockdown, I got plenty of free time. So I decided, since many years, I'm just thinking about it. It's a good time to do. So
Okay.
since uh, March 2000, I think it was 19, I
Okay.
started working on my grammar and communication skill as well. Before that,
Okay.
I was not that fluent or whatever I can say. I'm confident. I make mistake with confidence. With confidence,
Okay.
I make
Okay.
mistakes confidently. But I was not that much. Means I think I may make mistake more than now I'm making. So
Okay. Okay.
actually, my English learning journey has been started since March 2, this March 1 year. But I think from last 3 or 4 months, I'm not getting enough time. But
Okay.
during that 1 year, I worked whatever I'm speaking with you. So it's just a result of that 1 year.
Okay. That's wonderful. So you're a fast learner. Yeah. So you said
Uh,
has been started. My English journey had started, or had started. Yeah, had started, and it was since March. Yeah. Okay. So that is there. Your pronunciation, as you told, maybe it's because of the course also. It's fine. But grammatical errors were there in the beginning. But now I think your confidence also has got, it has evolved over time, and it is
about
coming.
confidence, it's like I'm dealing with parents, and in my area, female do not go. Maximum male parent for admission to submit fees and for all those kind of things.
Yes.
So I'm too much into that. I always communicate with them. I talk with them. I convince for the admission and all kind of stuff. So
Okay.
I'm confident because of that. So that
Yes.
confidence is useful here as well.
Yes, confidence is there. Maybe the errors and things like that, but there is a progress. So you keep speaking like this, and be cautious. Like you were using very good words today. I could see that. using the correct words at the right time, and keep working on the vocabulary. And you will become a much, every day we should grow. Every day we should become a better person. That's how it
I think
happens.
my vocabulary is result of my listening.
Listening skills. Yeah, yeah. That's good. That's good. Yeah, because sometimes when you listen, you just drop it there. But I think after listening, you're using it. You're taking an effort to use at least two, three words in your conversation and it becomes a practice. Yes, it should be done like that.
I didn't do it consciously, but I think if I
It happens like
listen
that.
some repeatedly once, twice, or I come across that word multiple
Okay.
times, automatically it comes to my spoken.
Okay. It comes to your spoken language. Okay. So what was the task for the next class? Did I give you any task? I forget.
Um, Linking words, I think,
Yeah, yeah. The transitional words. Okay.
transitional words.
I'm just writing it down here. We will work on that cube because we are already running out of time. We just have got 2 more minutes. Yeah, just two
Hmm.
more minutes.
I've studied it little
Transitional
bit,
words.
not in detail.
Okay. You can just read through. You don't have to learn, and please don't learn anything by heart. Just read
No,
through casually and drop it
I
there.
haven't learned it by heart. I have just watched videos of transitional
That's
words.
fine.
I
That's
think we
fine.
call it linking words as well.
Linking words as well, connectives also. It comes under the category of connectives. And but all that activity which we did previously, that is also connectives. That are also connectives.
I think those are basic and these
Yeah.
are advanced.
These are advanced. Yes. So we are going to the next level now. So that's why I just suggest. So if you don't
Okay.
have any doubts, I think that's it. We'll wind up for today. We still have 1.5 minutes left. So anything
Okay,
else that you would like
we
to add?
will wind up.